in the moment now, how can organizers and organizations address that within the discovery process and just in their general communications?
Yeah, I mean, it's a complicated problem with a lot of dynamics. But I think one very specific aspect is to get closer to your audiences and to fix that feedback loop. Because if you are used to look, a relationship is not we send emails to our user base and they give us money. I
Mhm.
mean, it's a component of a relationship, but it's, you know, and we were talking about this, I think, a little ways back, like, those kind of political emails that are
Yes.
like, we need this money by midnight, and it comes from, famous actor or
Yeah.
whoever allegedly is
Like,
like,
Aaron, we need your help.
yeah, Sam, if you don't give us $15 by midnight, democracy will be over. Things like that.
Yeah,
Which is such I'm just going to say it's such an abusive way to treat people.
absolutely.
And I would say, like, if you send me, if Sam texts me 20 messages and one of them is like, Joe, this is really serious and I need your help, I'll consider that because we have a relationship that might be not totally based on that extractive transactional thing. So, going back to your question, I think for people that work in progressive comms and in and around, spaces where we're thinking about what healthy information looks like, is we have to slow down the communication for sure. There's just no question about that. Create quieter, less cluttered spaces. We have to be more intentional about the asks or the calls to action that we put out there. And we have to give people options because I think one of the sort of byproducts of that, huge tech product discovery, product design mode is we hide things, and again, I'm using a bit of a royal we for that platform level because we're all inundated by that. We hide the core functional needs and wants, desires, challenges, fears that people have. And we
Mhm.
try to simplify it. And that is not always a good thing. Sometimes that simplification, even though it feels, you know, it can feel really useful or valuable, it can be really harmful too. Not everything needs to be sort of, Alexified, like Alexa, and I make this joke a lot. People all say, Alexa, can you solve a geopolitical crisis for me? But I'm going to need it done by 3 p.m. because by 4, I have to head out. So if you could fix that for me, and I'm being obviously very tongue in cheek, but that level of sort of obscuring what's really at stake, I think is a big part of why, folks that work in our space are struggling is because we're getting sucked into that model.